All right. It's getting chillier.
It's cold.
So we watched Cat's Eye. We watched the first 2/3 of it last night and the last third of it tonight.
Yeah.
So Cat's Eye, for people who haven't seen it, it's a Stephen King movie, but it's one of those, it's short stories written by Stephen King. So it's an anthology, like Twilight Zone the movie, like Tales from the Dark Side the movie, which is really good. If you've never seen that, that's actually really good. Some of the anthology movies from the 80s were really well done. Creepshow's really good. I've got that one. Creepshow 2 is actually better, I think, personally.
I think I've watched Creepshow. I don't remember because
Creepshow's got like a billion cockroaches at the end.
I'm horrible at remembering.
You'd remember the cockroaches.
I've watched. I don't know that I would.
I remember the cockroaches because I don't watch
like
the
bugs.
end. I don't watch the end of Creepshow. I don't. I don't even know if my fear of cockroaches started with a post-apocalyptic movie in the 80s, which had George Peppard in it, who played Hannibal on A-Team. And while they're traveling around this post-apocalypse world after the nukes fall, there are these man-eating cockroaches, and they show them eating somebody. And of course, I was, I think, 8 years old when I watched this.
Well.
And from that day until now, I'm like, no, cockroaches, nope, no.
Glad we don't have them here then, except
No.
for in the zoo.
No,
I'm very glad that we have to go to a zoo.
I
to see
cannot
cockroaches.
be anywhere near them. They make me want to puke.
Huh?
They're just it, and it started with that
Stay
movie.
at the zoo.
That's what started it. But Cat's Eye is a nice little PG-13 rated movie. I don't know if you noticed, there's no real gore in it.
No, there wasn't.
So the first part is a dude trying to quit smoking. James Woods, overacting the hell out of it and doing a great job.
Yeah, that one was weird.
What did you think of that one?
That one reminded me of Twilight Zone.
It's very Twilight Zone.
That reminded me of Twilight Zone. Very, very much so. Yeah. And I like Twilight Zone, so.
And the ending was clever.
Very Twilight Zone-ish.
Yeah.
Wasn't the ending?
Yeah.
The ending.
What happens if I gain weight? Oh, we send a guy out to cut off your wife's little finger. Oh, you. And then, yeah, that's what would happen. So, yeah, don't do that. The idea of the mafia running a quit smoking clinic, really clever.
Yeah.
I always thought that was fun. And you genuinely hate the mafia guys, and at the same time, you don't really like the guy who's trying to quit smoking either, because it's James Woods, and James Woods can play a douchebag better than pretty much anybody else on the planet. He's pretty good at that. And then the second part, you have the guy on the ledge. I had wondered if you'd get through that, because you don't like heights.
But it wasn't me, so it's okay.
So the moments when he's almost falling off?
It doesn't bother me because it's not me. It's okay.
So
I can understand how that'd be insanely scary, though.
Guys caught by, he looks like he's potentially mob connected to. He's a gambler. He's got a lot of money, which doesn't make any sense because gamblers don't have money. I lived with one, and I was raised by one. No money in the house. But in terms of in this movie's universe, everybody's connected to the mob except the troll, which we'll get to. And so when he finds out that his wife is fooling around with a retired tennis pro, and they're running off on a bus, because I don't know why he didn't just take her in his car. He's got a nice Mustang, 1970 Mustang. Just take her in the car.
That's the one that the story kind of confused me.
So, anyways, so the connected gambler guy knows, and it's all right. Well, if you can do a lap around this building on this little tiny ledge and get back over here, then they planted drugs in his car. We won't call the cops about the drugs.
Right.
We'll make, you can keep the money and you can keep my wife. And then he's making the turn, and the pigeon, which might be the most hateable character in the movie.
Yeah.
That just pecks.
Peck. Yeah. Birds are gross.
And I could see a pigeon doing that. That scene when I was a kid legit terrified me. Because, of course, the one thing that always bothers me with the movie is there's a few times where he does this and he leans back and then he hits the building. I'm thinking, that's not how physics work.
No.
As soon as you do this away from the building and you have your center of gravity is, you're gone. Because a man's center of gravity is here, not in your hips. And you're not attached to something just because you're leaning on it. So as soon as you lean back, you're gone. So, but as long as you don't know physics, this movie's great. And I honestly, it's still terrifying.
I like that storyline, the middle one. It was weird.
It's
well,
strange.
not weird, kid. They're all weird. But that one didn't make a whole lot of sense.
So, the third plot line, of course, is the child Drew Barrymore. This is before all of her issues that she had as a teenager, which are forgotten now because she has a very successful career as an adult woman. And a very beautiful woman, too, I might add. Mm-hmm. And in this movie, she is just adorable Drew Barrymore, the kid, who's got some troll living in her wall, and the only one who can save her is her cat, who her mother inexplicably hates. And decides kills all birds. I think she just didn't like cats. But she lets it in the house except at night.
Because she has a little girl that really likes the cat.
And yet she tries to get rid of the cat and have it murdered.
Because she thought the cat killed her bird.
But, see, and this is the thing too, so the cat ends up in animal control, and they put a notice on it for termination the next day, and I'm thinking, didn't it just get there? Animal control doesn't just feed cats into a fire.
Maybe it's a PETA animal shelter.
Yeah, PETA can't wait to murder your cat. Yeah, loving animals, my ass. Yeah, that plot line is cool, and they make the cat the hero. They have the heroic music for the cat.
Yeah.
So okay, scale of 1 to 10, what would you give the movie as a whole?
Probably 7.
Yeah, I'm probably right there. See, and for me, there's certain ones that I would say elevate it, and certain one like the first part is really good.
The middle story, it'd be better.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't like the middle story. I like the first one and the last one though.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So yeah, Cat's Eye. We're both cat people.
I think the boys would like the last one with the cat. I think the boys would like that storyline.
I think so too. Yeah, I think that would be fun. Well, Adelaide would like it too. She'd be kind of scared of the monster.
Right. The monster would freak her out.
But she'd love the cat.
Yes.
And yeah, it's a fun movie. It ages pretty well.
It's Twilight Zone.
So it does. It ages pretty well. Better than the Elm Street ones we've been watching.
Well, those are super 80s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are 80s.
The only thing 80s in this is the hair.
And the special effects.
Oh, you're talking about the falling.
That one, no. You know where there's the little monster like going on her bed and stuff?
Okay, yeah.
Where
that felt sort of like Labyrinth.
Labyrinth and Willow, they use the same sort of special
the
effects
green screen stop motion.
It wasn't green screen then, it was black screen. They used the black screen and they'd cut together the different.
See, you see colors, I don't see colors. Whatever. To me, all screens are the same.
Whatever.
I don't see the color.
You're such a dork.
So I just refer to them all as green screen because I don't see color. Anyways, yeah, if you haven't seen Cat's Eye and you like the anthology type movies, it's one of the best for the 80s. Now, as a person who's a little more careful of what you show your children, this is something I would have showed my kids when they were little. I wouldn't have cared.
I have to be a little bit more careful.
I know you do. So, at what age would you think this would be okay to show kids? The whole movie
would depend on the kiddo, but like I'd let Gabriel watch it.
Yeah,
the whole movie.
Well, he watches Stranger Things, and I think there's scary. There's scary stuff in Stranger Things.
They both love that movie.
That alien flowery looking thing, that's creepy in Stranger Things. So I haven't got all the way through Stranger Things yet either.
Me either.
I better, because season 2's starting up, and I don't want to look stupid.
Did you notice the boys wrote it on the calendar?
Yeah, I know they did. And that for that reason, I think they would probably have enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, I think the boys would like it.
The smoking one might bore them.
Right, that's what I was.
The walking around on the edge, I think. Well, Malachi would want the guy to fall.
Yes, he would.
They'd cheer when somebody does fall, and then the cat one, they'd love the cat one. So yeah, all right, there you go. So Cat's Eye, I yeah, 7.5. 7.5 out of 10.
I'd say 7,
7.
just because I didn't really like the middle one.
The ledge.
Yeah, I think that was kind of a. I didn't really like the storyline. I think they could have changed it a bit in the beginning, and it would have been better.
Yeah, I'm alright with that. Okay, so yeah, I'll agree with her score. 7 out of 10. There you go. Thanks for watching. I hope I didn't spoil anything for you, but if I spoiled it, you haven't watched it, it's been 30 years. Either you're a teenager, which I don't know if teenagers would enjoy this one.
It depends on what kind of movies they like.
If you like some retro stuff,
I
this
would have
is up
watched
your
that
alley.
kind of movie when I was younger.
Alright, so there you go. Alright. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, and thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.